Hey guys, it is Alice again and welcome to another video. I am back home, so I'm in a different location and I forgot my tripod, so you're balanced on like loads of books and like shoe boxes and stuff. We're going back old school YouTube right now. So today's video is an exciting one and it's the reason I don't have any makeup on at the minute. Today I am testing a new product and I love watching testing new product videos, and I was very kindly contacted by a company who have released a 3D silicone blender. They sent me two, so I have a little lilac coloured one and a golden one, and they are sparkly, can we just note. And these are supposed to be like a revolutionary new idea. I'm sure you've seen silicone blenders around a lot, but the shape of this one is what makes it different. So I'm just going to get it out of the box. I've not actually like tested it yet. So this is the shape of it. It's kind of the shape of your typical sponge. I have my regular sponge here and I mean it kind of mirrors the shape. It's got a tip, so I feel like it would be a lot easier to get under my eye. And I'm excited to give this a go because I absolutely hate cleaning sponges, and this is supposed to be like 100% hypoallergenic. It doesn't absorb any of your makeup and it supposedly works wonders. So thank you so much for Silicone Blender for sending these out. I'll leave their link down below if you want to check this out. Let's give it a go. I'm just gonna see. Also, if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'm gonna put my makeup on now. So I have my Rimmel foundation. This is a lasting finish 25 hour, and I think I'm going to do like one half of my face with my normal sponge and the other half of my face with the 3D silicone blender, and then I thought we could compare the difference. So I'm going to do my normal side of my face first and then we can try out the blender. So what I do notice from using sponges is that a lot of the product does get absorbed in the sponge, and it does create like a bit of waste. Like you're wasting a beauty product that you've spent your money on, and most of it's getting sucked up in this little guy. So as much as I love these sponges, I'm all up for saving money and saving product. So I mean, if there's another product out there that is going to save me money and still look good, I am all down. So I'm actually going to put a second layer of foundation on because I usually like a little bit more coverage. I wasn't going to film this video either because I'm quite spotty today, but then I thought this is going to be a good test to see if the sponge helps cover imperfections. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to put my spotty face on the internet because we all get spots. There's nothing unusual about that one. And just give it a go. So that is one side of my face covered in foundation. So for the blender, it said to put half the amount of product that you usually do on your hands. So I'm going to put like half a pump on. And then, oh my god, I'm kind of scared. So I've got half a pump on my hand and I'm just going to use the blender. Like, this is a really strange concept to me. Like, I don't know, it's weird. So it just says dab and bounce and tap it on. So we're dabbing and bouncing. It is like strange. I do feel like I'm poking my face with a very hard little egg. But I mean, it's not terrible. Obviously it's something new to get used to. But it is blending it. It's taking a little bit more working in, but it's definitely working. They also said you can use this on like cream contour and stuff. It obviously works better with cream products and like liquid products. If you've got cream contour or cream blush, says you can use this for that. That's done a pretty good job of blending that in, as weird as it is patting myself with like a little rubber egg thing. I'm going to put a little bit more on. What I have noticed is because it doesn't absorb any product, it does take a little bit more working into your skin. Like, you do have to spend a little bit more time kind of patting it in and making sure there's no lines. But once you've spent that time, it seems to do it like pretty decent, to be honest. And I like that there is the tip because it means I can get into like the nooks and crannies. I'm gonna try and rub it. I feel like rubbing might make it blend a bit. I mean, as weird as it is to apply with something so different, it isn't terrible. Like, I was expecting this to be like kind of okay. I wasn't expecting like magical things, but it has done a pretty decent job. I'll show you a close-up at the end, but we're going to put some concealer on and see how it gets along with that. My concealer of choice is always Collection Lasting Perfection, and then because it says to use half the amount, I'm going to put like a little bit less on this side and we'll see. And then I always put some on my nose, on my forehead, so Yorkshire, and on my chin. I feel feel like the benefit of having a sponge is that it is a lot quicker. Obviously I am losing quite a lot of product into the sponge, so when it comes to me using my more expensive products, I reckon I'd be more inclined to use the silicone sponge because obviously it's saving a lot of product. That is my sponge side blended, and I definitely look like a ghost right now. So we're going to take the silicone sponge and give this a go. So I'm going to use like the big side to just kind of dab it in. I don't know if you can see that, but straight away it's showing up a lot more because obviously it's not sucking up the product. Down my nose. Okay, the nose is a little bit awkward to get into, and I put it on the side where I've got a nose ring, so it's kind of hard for me to get around that. It's okay, I managed, we got there, I blended it. Now under my eyes, this shape makes it so much easier. I know for some of the other silicone sponges out there, a lot of people commented on how hard it was to get under your eyes, but this makes it pretty easy, to be honest. So as you can see, it's offered pretty much the same amount of coverage as the sponge side. It is kind of hard to get on my eyelid, like because this is a bit hard, it does feel like it's kind of tugging at my skin a little bit, so I probably would be tempted to go over it with a sponge. I feel like in a few years to come we're going to be blending like our makeup in with the weirdest products. Like someone will bring out the most random thing and everyone will be like, oh my god, this is so revolutionary. Both sides blended in. I'm going to come and do a close-up for you. So this is the close-up, and this is the side that I blended in with my sponge. You can see that it's pretty even. Obviously I don't have any powder on at the minute. And this is the side I blended in with the silicone blender. I'm hoping my camera's picking it up, but it is pretty much the same. I do really want to touch this up, just like the delicate part of my eye. I feel like it is a more sensible option for me to use a sponge just to get my eyelid, but I mean underneath it did a really good job. I feel like, as weird as that was, it worked. I feel like it would take some getting used to because obviously it's a completely different thing that none of us are used to, but I do really like the shape of this one. I feel like that is something that's going to make it stand out compared to the other ones. Yes, it can risk making your makeup kind of cakey, but I feel like that's the fine balance between not using as much foundation as you usually would, because obviously these suck it up. So yeah, I am relatively impressed with that one. I feel like I would use this again just to give it a little go. It is a little bit more time consuming, but on those days when I just want to play around with my makeup, I'm definitely going to try this again. I had a lot of fun trying them actually. I'm very impressed with how it turned out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I'll see you on Monday for another video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you a lot. See you soon. Bye!